Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
And we appear to be going live, and we're hopeful that everyone out there can see and hear everything. Tonight, Rabbi Feinstein will not be joining us. He was supposed to be here tonight, but the Wi-Fi is out for that whole quadrant of Encino, including the synagogue itself. And so what would we do without live streaming right now? We're going to find out what it's like to not be able to stream Rabbi Feinstein tonight. In any case, I am here, and my family is here. Your family is here as well. And so we're going to sing some songs, and we're going to pray. And we're not going to talk too much, but I might have a couple of things to say. So Shabbat Shalom is the first thing I want to say. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov u'manayim. Good singing. Shevet achim gam yachad. We come from a tale told long ago, passed on by the waves and the wind. We've made it this far together, you know. Come, brothers and sisters and friends, sing along. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Come gather round and hear the song. If you're the wandering kind, you can make it alone, but just so you know, we leave no one behind. Come, mothers and fathers who've weathered the storms and grew strong in the trials of their times. So, hey, brothers and sisters, Ledor Vador, carry on with the song in our lives. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. We'll sing out this song for years to come, in a story without an end, for how good it is to be among our brothers and sisters and friends. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Valley Beth Shalom, streaming live tonight. Rabbi Feinstein's internet is out, so unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to join us. They've got hundreds of people working on this, and they promise it'll happen sometime tonight. Hi, Shirley. Thanks for joining us. So say hi if you like online. I've got my phone here, which has the live stream going. And if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook and want to say hi or Amen or Baruch Hu or whatever you like to say, I'd really appreciate it. And so now let's begin with our service and say Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharet, Malachi Elyon, Melech Malachi HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Nil Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Nil Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Seitchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai Lechun ranena, lechun ranena, lechun ranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, nekadma fanav betoda. Naria, naria, letzor yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechun ranena, lechun ranena, lechun ranena, l'Adonai. Lechun ranena, lechun ranena, lechun ranena, l'Adonai. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim. Ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim Lechun ranena lechun ranena lechun ranena l'Adonai Lechun ranena lechun ranena lechun ranena l'Adonai Arba'im shana hakut bedor, ba'omaram to'el levavhem, v'hem lo yadu dirachai, asher nishpati ve'api, im yevon el menuchati. It says in our tradition that light is sown for the righteous. And there's a reason why we begin our Kol Nidre service with this thought, Or Zarua La Tzadik Ul Yishrei Lev Simcha. So we can practice for that right now. Or Zarua La Tzadik Or Zarua La Tzadik. There's a 4-year-old back there singing it. You can too. Or Zarua La Tzadik. Or Zarua La Tzadik. Yai lai 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 lai. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai behodu lezecher kodsho. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai behodu lezecher kodsho. lay, 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 lay. Or zarua la tzadik. Or zarua la tzadik. If you're following along in your Siddur, we're turning to page 19. And another one I'd love to hear you singing on from Tarzana, Northridge, Sherman Oaks, wherever you are. Sing loud, really loud. Romemo Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. God is exalted. Romemo Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. V'ish tachavu lehar konsho. V'ish tachavu lehar konsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. We're about to turn to page 21 for Lecha Dodi, but first, it seems that Rabbi Feinstein's internet has ceased. And you know what the word for ceasing is? The word is Shavat, from which the word Shabbat comes from, right? So, for instance, we have the word Shabbat in the prayer V'shamru, Shavat vayinafash, that on the seventh day, God ceased from all that God was doing and rested God's soul. That's an amazing thought, but that's really what it says. So God ceased. We can cease also. We can stop. We can just stop what we're doing for a period of time every day if we want to. I'm a big proponent of meditation. So for me, stopping consists of really just sitting and having no agenda. But certainly on the seventh day, we can all take one day, just put everything aside, clear off the desk, turn off the phone, turn off the TV, and just accept this world, God's creation, exactly as it is. And so the Kabbalists back in the 15 and 1600s, 1700s, in a place called Sfat in Israel, created Lecha Dodi because they thought if we were to cease from everything we were doing and we were just to accept this world as it is, what would be the most spectacular thing that could happen? What could come into that space that was more beautiful than anything you could imagine? And for them, the thought was Shabbat as a bride. And so we sing Lecha Dodi, which means, come, my beloved, let's go out and greet this miracle of this day. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikabela, Shamor Mezachor B'dibor Echad, Ishmianu אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת בלי צילה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה ומחשבה תפילה חדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה חדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Let's welcome the bride. בואי בשלום עטרת מלה גם שמחה ובשורה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Sing with me. לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה חדודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Well, I certainly saw some singing going on the screen here. Shirley, fantastic job. Okay, we're going to do Baruch Hu now. And so I'm going to ask you all to please rise if you're able. And it's even harder to stand up when you're at home, isn't it? Because you're in that comfy chair. So I hate to ask. But we do so when we do the call to prayer, and it's Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Get back into those comfortable chairs. This next paragraph is really very beautiful, and we don't usually get to talk about it. But I'm going to read it for you in English before I do the special ending that we cantors do. It says, "Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. Your word bringing the evening dusk. You open with wisdom the gates of dawn, design the day with wondrous skill, set out the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tzvaot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk." Umavire yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom umein laila,
Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, El Chai Mikayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Vahed, Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Haravi. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Anta Torah u'mitzvot Chokim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shovveinu u'bekumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki heim chayenu V'yorech yameinu V'yorech yameinu U'vahem negeh Yomam v'layla V'avatecha tasir mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael. Please join me in Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha Bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha v'hayu ha'dvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'ekumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Now, if you'd like, please join me at the top of page 31. Beautiful paragraph about really why we wear tzitzit and why that's a constant reminder to us of our role and our relationship with God. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael ve'amarta alehem ve'asu lahem tzitzit al kanfei bigdeihem ledorotam v'natenu al tzitzit hakanaf betil techelet ve'haya lachem letzitzit Oritem oto, uschartem et kol mitzvot Adonai, va'asitem otam, v'lo tatoro, acharei levavchem, ve'acharei nechem, asher atem zonim achareihem, leman tizkeru, va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim lelohechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihot Lachem Le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. Yai la 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 Kamocha Bailim Adonai Noratehilot Ose Afele Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Lai. Sing it louder, family. Lai 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 Malchutcha Ra'omanecha Bokei Hayom Livnei Moshe Zeili Anu Ve'amru Adonai Imlom Le'olam Ba'e Lai 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 me Chamocha Bailim Adonai me Kamocha Nedarba Kodesh me Chamocha Bailim Adonai Noratehilot Ose Afele La 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 ya la 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 ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
There's much to be joyful about, but as the sun goes down in the evenings, we begin to think about things. We begin to think about the what ifs. And so I ask you this Shabbat to put those things aside and have faith and understand that we can't do everything. We aren't responsible for everything. Boy, that certainly has come home in the last few months, that we can't control everything that happens in our world. But our sages have included a prayer, and I'm going to ask my wife, Michelle, to read it for us tonight. It's the Hashkivenu prayer.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש שבת ויהי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ויאמרה ויאמרו Amen.
The Amidah for Friday evening is silent. Take a few moments to follow the prayers, to follow the English, or to just take some moments of private meditation. Grant true and lasting peace to your people Israel. Shalom Rav. Of all things, peace seems to be breaking out in the Middle East. Against all the odds, against all the bad news, maybe we'll have some good news that really matters.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום, כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב עיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
If you are seated comfortably and feel like getting up, we ask you to rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
It says in this paragraph leading up to the end of Aleinu, Litzakein olam b'malchut Shaddai. Let's heal this broken world of ours. Let's do it with holiness in mind. Let's do it for the sake of God's kingdom.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
And now if you are in a period of mourning, or if you have a yard site, I ask you to rise for Mourner's Kaddish. It's on page 52. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala uv'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam elomei almaya. Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. So good to be with all of you this evening. Again, Rabbi Feinstein's internet is out. What would happen if we didn't have the internet? We're finding out. Yeah, that whole area, Valley Beth Shalom is out. Rabbi Farkas doesn't have any internet. And so we're doing things solo tonight. And thankfully, ours is held up. Yesterday, ours was out for a while, wasn't it? So I'm going to ask you now, I'm going to ask my wife, Michelle, please come forward. and grandson Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Are you ready to light the candles? Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Please join us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 Yai dai 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 dai. And I know there's a glass of wine around here somewhere. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho me'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit Ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki vanu bacharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Once again, Shabbat Shalom. Wonderful to be together. Thank you, those of you who are on screen who are singing. That's really wonderful. It's really lifted me up. And thank you to my son-in-law over there, and to my wife, Michelle, and to Phoenix. Thank you for joining in tonight. Tomorrow morning, we have services at 10 a.m. During the week, this is my chance to do a little plug for my meditation group. We meet every Tuesday morning at 10:30. Please join us if you can from the comfort of your home. We found that actually meditation works very nicely that way when we can be together on screen, but you have your own space and you have your own sounds and smells and the feelings of your own house. There's a kind of safety in it for meditation, and people seem to be responding very well to it. Actually, meditation, we now have a name. I'm announcing it for the first time. The name of our spiritual center is Efshar, and that means it's possible. It's possible to find peace, inner peace. And so please join us and we can experience some of that together. We have high holidays coming up, and we have asked congregation, first of all, we are inviting people to come and meet with us in small groups at the synagogue. And you can remember what it's like to be in Valley Beth Shalom. A couple of people have come and it's been a lovely experience. So look for invitations for that. And then in addition, we are asking people to send photos. Send photos of yourself so that we can include them in our holiday services so we can see each other. That's one of the things that we come to synagogue for at the high holidays, is to see each other. And because we can't be in person, let us see you. Send some photos and send some family photos. If you can scan them. We don't want your precious photos, but if you can scan them and send some photos, old photos of your family, we're going to include those in some special moments through the high holidays as well. So also Slichot on the 12th, we'll be doing with 3 other synagogues, with Sinai Temple, Stephen Wise, and Wilshire Boulevard. And so that should be a lovely service. And all the cantors, all the rabbis are participating. And there's going to be some beautiful music for that service as well. So hope you can join us. And we'll say Shabbat Shalom with Adon Olam.
ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, אדון עולם, אשר מעלה, בטרם כל, יציר נברא, לעת נעשה. וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, וידו אפקין רוחי, והייתי שם, ויהירה, ואם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא, אדון עולם אשר מעלה, בטרם כל ציר נברא, לעת נעשה, וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, אדון עולם אשר מעלה, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה, וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Yasher Koach, Cantor.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you.
Seriously,
My sister's on.
I love the singing.
My sister's on too from Cleveland.
Great. You were in Cleveland? No.
Harriet is. My
Oh.
sister is Harriet.
How
She's
great.
watching
Oh,
from
hi.
Cleveland. Yeah.
Is that Harriet? You're in
That's
Cleveland,
Harriet.
Harriet?
Cleveland.
I am.
Fantastic. Well, I'm from Cleveland Heights.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Love it.
She's
Went to Heights High.
Originally
Yeah, I'm
from
at
Akron.
Myers. I'm
Oh.
at Myers right
Oh,
next
you are?
door to
Okay.
Menorah Park.
Right. On
Myers.
Cedar. Is that right?
Right,
Great.
right.
Beechwood Place. Yeah.
Thank
Shabbat
you for
shalom.
joining.
Take care.
Please
Yasher
join
Koach.
us again,
Shabbat
Harriet. Thank you.
shalom.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Cantor.
Thank you.